Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Orlando Valido, Oli Valido, or people that they come here on YouTube. Tonight I'm going to bring you another contribution from the past. She was a beautiful woman back there, and I'm going to read for you her autobiography completely. It's right now 8:07 p.m. at night with 74 degrees because it had been raining all day long and last night for two days in a row because we have uh, low pressure, low pressure that is going by Florida and then it will go up north and maybe it becomes something like tropical storm or something like that, which is I don't think so it will. It's only rain, a wave, tropical wave, I would say, at this time of the year that happen more often and then less often too. Okay, I would like to ask you to subscribe and like to my channel. Will you please do that and share my channel too? Okay, here is the first picture of this beautiful woman. Let me put a little bit big for you guys. Yeah. And then let me put the other picture that's even more beautiful. Okay? Her name you got right there. Norma Jeans. Uh, she was born in 1938. If I'm not mistaken, I'm going to read her autobiography for you guys in a minute. Stay tuned. Okay, let's get started here with a biography of Norma Jean. Her real name is Norma Jean Bisler, Basler, and she was born on January 30, 1938. She is an All-American contribution singer who was a member of the Porter Wagoner show. From 1961-1967, she had 13 country singles and a Billboard Country Top 40 between 1963 and 1968, recorded 20 albums for the RCA Victor between 1964 and 1973, and received 2 Grammy nominations and was a Grand Ole Opry member for several years. Yep. What I just read for you was only the introduction. Now let's go here with the real biography. Early life and rise to fame. Norma Jean Bessler was born in Weston, Weston, Oklahoma, United States, and grew up admiring country singer Katie Wall, who she considered her biggest influence. She got her start performing in the radio station in Oklahoma City at the age, guess what? Guess what age she started? 12 years old. Yep. She had her own radio show on KLPRM AM. She toured Oklahoma with various bands, starting with Mel Lindsay in Oklahoma with the Night Riders. At the age of 16 years old, followed by Bill Gray, band 18. Norma Jeans was a Broadway band full-time vocalist and made a guest appearance and major country star. Early on she befriended soon-to-be country star with Wanda Jackson. Yeah, Wanda Jackson. In 1955, she got a regular spot on the ABC TV show or Citizen Silver ARK Jubilee in Springfield, Missouri, where she stayed for 2 years and first received national exposure. Host, the host Red Foley suggested calling her simply Norma Jeans, and she made it official in 1958. She also became known on the program as a pretty Miss Norma Jeans. She met Buddy Wagner on the show in 1959 and signed her a recording contract with Columbia Records. Sting's unsuccessful single followed, and she moved to Nashville, Tennessee, where Wagner invited her to audition for his syndicated weekly TV program, The Wagner Show. The Polly Wagner Show. Excuse me for that, it was a little bit difficult to say. She became a regular on the show from 1961 and stayed there for 6 years. 6 years. You imagine that? Norma Jeans toured and performed across the country with Polly Wagner and the RCA video producer Jack Atkins. CHETATKINS signed her to a recording contract with the RCA Victor at that time. Okay, success in 1960. In 1963, Norma Jeans released her first single with the RCA Victor, Let Go All the Way, and the song peaked at number 11 on the Billboard country charts. She released the album at the same name, which spawned two more top 40 hits and working advertisement for the blues. Yeah. Put your arm around her. Because of her single success, she was invited to join the Guanarapui at that time, about that, huh? Because she was successful, that's right. In 1965, she released an album titled Pretty Miss Norma Jeans, titled after how Wagner frequently introduced her on his television show. It was the most successful for her career, hitting number 3 on the top country album list. The first single from the album Go Cat Go became the top 10 hit, peaking at number 8, and two more singles were released, starting with I Cry All the Way to the Bank. I Cry All the Way to the Bank. You imagine that? Was also proved to be successful. After that, I wouldn't buy a used car from him. By the title, written by Harlan Howard, Harlan. Howard was another top 10 hit, making her one of the most popular female country singers of the era. Yeah, with those titles, I bet you make it very, very well, for sure. In 1965 to 1967, Norma Jeans produced a series of solid country single albums and continued to appear on Wagoner TV shows. On television, she projected a wholesome image contrary to her singing, holding and cheating songs relevant or relevant to her personal life, which include an affair with Freddie Wagner. I didn't know that. I didn't know that either. Now you know I know it too. Okay. Norma's biggest hit came in 1966 and was unusual, recorded with Bobby Bear and Lisa Anderson. They came to a triangle, a wife and husband, older woman drama that hit the number 5 on the Billboard charts and earned the trio a Grammy nomination for that. Wow, interesting. Norma Jean left Wagoner TV show in 1967 after marrying Jody Taylor, who she later divorced, and she was replaced by a newcomer, Dolly Parton, who went on to become one of the country music's leading female stars. Parton said later she had a hard time replacing Norma Jean because she was so loved by country fans. I bet it is. That year, her single Having Help Working Girl. Again, having will help the working girl in the early feminist song. It was a top 20 hit, the last one of her career. Despite a lack of major country hits, her album continued to sell like in 1967. Jackson ain't the very big town. Again, Jackson ain't very big town, which peaked at number 11 on the top country album list. She later struggled with alcoholism, and become born again Christian after that, I guess. But I guess she have a problem with alcohol, drinking. Many artists do have that problem, and the best thing to do is get away from it. Being drunk is not pretty. Being drunk, it can make a fool of yourself. Yeah, all that can destroy your life. I would say that for real, for real. Okay, let's go here with the graphic. This is a part that I really like. Lego Holloway, 1964. Pretty Miss Norma Jean, 1965. Please Don't Hurt Me, 1966. Norma Jeans sing tribute to Katie Well, 1966. Norma Jeans sing Porter Wagona, 1967. Jackson in Very Big Town, 1967. Having Just Pray Away, 1967. Heaven Help the Working Girl, 1968. Body and Mind, yeah, Body and Mind, 1968. Love Woman Job, 1968. Country Giant, 1969. Another man loved me last night, 1970. It stands for Norma Jeans, 1970, Norma Jeans, 1971, Norma Jeans, Sing Hak Kohogan. So that would be his Hank. The last name would be Cochran. Song 1971. Thank you for loving me, 1972. I guess that comes from being poor, 1972. Again, I guess that comes from being poor. That was in 1972. The only way to hold your man, 1973. The loneliest star in Testa, 2005. Age, profession, 2014. Age to profession, 2014. And I guess that was the last one she did. Okay, let's go here with background information. And I'm done with this biography of Norma Jean. Birth name Norma Jean Beasley. Beasler. Also known as Pretty Miss Norma Jean. Born on January 30, 1938, 87 years old, from Weston, Oklahoma, Wellston, Oklahoma, USA, January country. Occupation singer, songwriter, instrument vocal guitar. Year active 1950 to present. Label record, RCA Victor and Columbia record. Okay, so let me get back to my screen over here. I'm brightening myself a little bit brighter. So give me a second. Okay, let me put myself a little bit brighter. Here we go with yeah, right there. So you can see me a little bit brighter. I would like to thank you for watching me of this biography of Norma Jean. Will you please do what I tell you every night, every day? Pray for yourself, pray for your family, pray there is no more wars, no more pandemic, no more corruption. We need to live in peace and harmony. That's what we need. I would like to thank you for watching me. Please subscribe and like to my channel. And if you can share too. Okay, so I see you in 2 days. Yeah, 2 days more like with another biography. I also going to do for you a little animal biography too. Now I'm doing that too. Because I was, this channel was started as an animal show too. You know, back in 2007, way back there, you guys. Anyway, God bless you. See you in 2 days. Bye bye.